Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Pour here on a Monday. Barnes and Tony once again. What's going on, brother?
Not much. We're excited to be here. New week, more cold. The cold front rolling in, dude.
You're sick.
Listen, man. It's nice out there. All right.
Awful, brutal, just like the Jets yesterday. But I have to say, it wasn't as cold as I thought. 5 layers, hand warmers.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of layers are we talking about? Like long sleeve, t-shirt, vest?
This is, I actually like, because I'm usually terrible with this stuff. My mom would always make fun of me, not having the right stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But insulated khakis, 2 thermal long sleeve shirts.
Whoa.
And 2 sweatshirts and a hat, like the
doubled up on the sweatshirts. Yeah. So 2 hoodies.
2 hoodies, and but 2 thermal long sleeve shirts underneath those.
Oh wow! So no like big winter coat or anything?
No, because I tight on the space, can't find it in the closet. Annoyed. Last time I was at Costco, I was thinking I'll get another one. They didn't have it. Might go there again today. We'll see.
Okay.
But it was warm enough, honestly. I'm fine with that, honestly. But I'll still probably get a coat anyway, but probably need to layer up for Friday.
Oh yeah, of course.
Layer up tomorrow for the garden.
Were the layers like, do you shed layers or was it all good?
All good.
All full layered up.
Yeah.
No problems.
Yeah, no problem.
That's
the
good,
game,
dude.
which I knew was gonna happen.
Well, that's the problem.
But you know what? We can't let that take away from what was a great weekend other than the Rangers. But the run on the picks continue.
That's right, dude.
Answer. He's so embarrassed and nervous. That Commanders pick. I'm still laughing about it, honestly.
Absolutely hilarious.
The 9-3 over the past 4 weeks. Imagine if we just bet those games and bet nothing else.
Oh, I know, right, dude?
Pretty nice. But it feels like we're doing it at this point because we've stayed true to
dude.
1 a week. And what is it? We're 4 back with 4 to play, right?
Yeah.
After 5 back, 5 to play, 6 back. 6
and they said we wouldn't even get here. Wouldn't even get here.
And then Josh said the 2-1, 1-2. But he had it penciled in the other direction. And then the Kev instead of just, no, you guys did a good job. We didn't do a good job. There's always an excuse, the lack of accountability. And then
but Tampa lost too, though. Like you blew it with Tampa.
Yeah. No.
What did he? They
I don't know why.
Right?
We don't even need to go into it. I mean, it's just you lost.
And now he's pointing fingers at Josh B.
Always does that. He always does that.
I know,
never
dude.
just be like, oh, my bad. No, it's always no. Always.
Got to be a team player here, Kev.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. A little maturity. You would think someone of Kev's age, especially, right? He's got a couple on us. And by the way, we want everyone to stay tuned. End of the show. Me and Tony were just talking about it. I think we are going to call your mother's house to see what's on the menu for Friday. They open at 11:30, so you might want to stay tuned for that. But a lot to get into, the full slate, this and that. What do we got here on the comments?
Yes, dude. We have Josh B. as always. Well, not always, but most of the time here, early, often first on the docket. Yo, what up, fam? Josh B. will be the great weekend. Ernie also in the house with the year. And then we have Michael Buckton talking about LeBron, who went vintage mode late in the 4th with Philly. I'll give him credit for that. Luka triple-double, though. Huge win in Philadelphia for the Lakers. He's hyped about that. My mother in here says good morning with a couple exclamation points. Good morning, Mom. And then Josh be getting a good laugh at it, saying, here we go. What did you expect? Ernie saying, damn, LMAO. And then Kev Dew getting tight about Michael Buckton, it looks like. And then there's Ernie with the Go Lake Show, Go Pack Go. And then Josh B says, thanks, Tony. It was good.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just the typical Kev do embarrassed, can't admit a mistake. Almost, it's interesting. It almost reminds me of a Brian Cashman in a way.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, it's a good comparison.
Very similar. Stearns, too,
Mhm.
which makes sense given he's a
Stearns,
Mets fan.
bald.
Did we get something else here?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Michael Buckta says, Kev Poo is getting tight here. He was talking some shit in the comments earlier.
And then talking about Brian Cashman, the monogamy.
Oh, yeah, yes. Brian. Oh, my God. Brian Cashman sucks, Barnes.
Michael, you act like you've been asleep under a rock for 30 years. We know, buddy. We talk about it all the time.
A rock.
And then Ernie says, I must be blocked. I can't see Bucker's comments, LMAO. And who knows? I mean, time will only tell. And obviously, yes, they have to get the job done. But tomorrow is the UConn Florida game. They're calling it a whiteout. So I might actually need to go to the store today, get some white UConn merch.
There we go.
But if UConn gets the job done, like we're anticipating, it is going to be the big group text, the calling out Michael specifically, and bygones be bygones. Whatever he decides to do, that's on him. But
we're on full video.
That is happening. Full chug and video.
Chug
literally
video.
Having a full beer in the chamber for the final couple minutes of the game. So it'd be interesting. Maybe I think that's something that I think Michael could show, some growth and maturity like Kev can't when it comes to admitting that he isn't good at picks anymore. But just if Michael can be like, okay, UConn won, you earned it, that's it, and not do this whole, block and dramatic like it's a episode of The Housewives,
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, maybe today was a good step in the right direction, giving LeBron some credit. I feel like he's been kind of a little harsh on LeBron ever since Luka came to the Lakers.
No, but it's LeBron's back. They're winning. There's
now
no
he's
problem.
happy.
But it's interesting. He's commented a little more, but no mention about any type of like threat with the video. So I think he knows that he's got to just live with it.
Yeah. No, I think he's got at least some foresight, right? I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like, UConn getting the dub, the whiteout. It seems imperative, right? That this video is going to happen. The group, I look forward to it, honestly.
Yeah. Everybody's going to get a chuckle. Just like the call to your mother's house. And then Kev continuing instead of just, he has to die on the hill. It's talking about he's not picking the game. So just literally his good friend, his longtime good friend, Joshua Burgos, just absolutely just throwing him at that 16-wheeler, just throwing him right there. Unbelievable.
I mean, like, what the hell? I mean, how does right? If I was Josh, I'd be feeling like, yo, man, like what, like, like shit happens. Like we're a team here. Like you trying to be like, whoa.
Josh in his head, he hears the na 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 na. And Ernie says there's no I in team. And Michael Bucket says, Kev Poo, you're 46 and can't fix shit.
What
Dang, you're an oldie. Wow. Might be time to move on. Aaron Boone is so good. Yes, we know, Michael. Notice no response about the UConn video. I think he's accepted it, which is great. And I think it's that maturity we've been looking for out of Michael Butka.
Either that or you're going to get blocked. I don't know, dude.
And then Josh, a little rebuttal here. I went 3-0, then 2-1. Gave Kev a pick. No complaints. Lose one game after giving me a pick. This is hilarious. I love it. I think everybody's on the same page except Kev, as always. But all good. But let's move it along here and go to the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. You didn't think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it. And there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him. Jones through the end zone. Touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Not yet. Touchdown Bengals. Stafford. Williams. What a hit by Buda Baker. Buda Baker just saved the touchdown.
All right. So today's NFL segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama. Premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp Moscow Mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. And one more from Ernie here. What do we got?
He says, yeah, Green Bay will finish as the 1 seed. You watch, he
and
says.
That was funny because there was a little chirp in the group text to Ernie from JD.
Oh, yeah?
About Jordan Love not looking good. And here we are. They end up winning the game. So that was kind of funny, the back and forth. And there was a lot of back and forth. And Donna was a part of it. And she checks in and says, good morning, all. And Josh saying, hi, Donna. But with the college football playoff selection committee, Notre Dame being left out, a lot of back and forth there. And then the Ohio State losing the Big Ten, that was crazy. But we're obviously going to talk NFL, but I was just going to say one thing on that. I don't know if you heard just on the radio them talking about it or just the general thing of Notre Dame being left out, the week's schedule. They were ahead of Miami the whole time. And then after the championship games, neither team played, but then they get in and Notre Dame doesn't. And then they
Miami got in.
Game. Yeah.
Like the U.
Yes. Notre Dame out. And then Notre Dame refuses to go to a bowl game. So their season is just done tight. But they played a cupcake schedule. Everybody else, for the most part, is in a league that if they were able to, obviously UConn kind of got left out because they went to the Big East and they don't have football. But I think that's what it comes down to. Notre Dame plays a weak schedule. They have this agreement with the ACC, but if they're just in the ACC, they would have won the conference championship title game by 30 and then been in the college football playoffs. So, but it's all about a revenue grab. But it is kind of ridiculous that like Notre Dame, Texas not in, but you'll have James Madison and Tulane. They want to have like the group of
Wave.
5, in, but both games are 20 points because I think it's James Madison plays Oregon in the first round. And then Tulane is at Ole Miss, and they're both 20-point spreads. So I just think I think they want there to be like some Cinderella aspect, but we know it's never happening.
Wait, so Notre Dame is not in a conference, right? They're independent.
They're independent, but they have
right.
an agreement with the members of the Atlantic Coast Conference to play 5 games against their schools every year, but they're not in the conference. But for every other sport but football, they are. It's just a cheap.
I mean,
like, TV
why?
deal.
Like, why?
Yeah, and they haven't won a title since the 80s.
And they're tight. They weren't allowed in the playoffs, which is elected by committee.
Yes. But I just think also a committee, you got to let computers do it. A committee is always going to be biased.
Human error.
But also, it's just enough. There is no Cinderella. James Madison and Tulane have no shot.
Wasn't there like a similar story last year too, where someone was it Alabama that didn't get in the play? Oh,
yes,
Alabama, right? And it's like, I don't know, dude. Again, if there's a problem every year, if there's gonna be a problem with this, like, they gotta change it.
But they're
right?
just gonna increase the amount of teams, and it's a mess. It's a mess.
So now Notre Dame, who could have went to a bowl game, is forfeiting the bowl game, or
because it's like, bowl games don't matter because they're in the playoff, but. Depends what school you ask. Like Notre Dame, obviously they're heralded program, so maybe they feel that way. But a team like UConn, who's going to be playing at Fenway again against Army, I think it is. That matters. They want to win that game, especially after Jim Mora left. So
now if Notre Dame don't do the bowl game, is it like next man up, or is it a forfeit for them and whoever was versing them just wins the bowl?
No. They're
gonna
put
have
teams
the game.
in, and then like if they need a 5-7 team to fill a bowl spot, they will. But I didn't go through all the bowl games, but I think they were all filled, and I don't think there is any 5-7 teams. But it's just I don't know, just a committee. It's just like I don't know. It just seems like conflict of interest and. It's interesting because I was making the argument, listen, Notre Dame, they didn't play these teams, but at the same time, I mean, the tournament would be better served with them in over James Madison. It's like Notre Dame would have a chance to beat Oregon. James Madison is going to get, their asses kicked.
And so Notre Dame, the reason why they weren't brought in was because of their schedule?
Because of their schedule and because they started out 0-2 and their 2 biggest tests, they lost both of them, Texas A&M and to Miami.
So do you think that they deserve to be in the playoffs?
I think not over Miami, but over the group of 5 schools. Yeah. But it's there's some stipulation. You need top group of 5. And then next year they're making some rule where if you win the championship game, you're automatically in. So then if that was this year, you would have had a 5-loss Duke team make the playoffs, which isn't it's all ass backwards. It should just be a rankings by a computer. So there's no bias and that's it. But
who's on the committee? Who's in charge here? Do you know? Is
just
it
former coaches, current people? I don't know. It's just a mix of people. But it's all hush hush.
Yeah. Behind closed doors.
Yeah. What's going on in the back
meetings
room.
in Greenwich? Yeah, dude.
And then what else we got here? Ernie, I think, was the then
effing silence. He's saying they all talk smack and then silence when Ernie's right. And then Dot in here says Kevy's voice is sexy, which is obviously
she's trying to butter him up.
Her opinion. And then we have Ernie Lakers too. I can't wait till we get till NBA
No,
too.
he vents to talk about NBA, which he
to
knows
talk.
is obviously a
Right.
30-second segment at the end of the show.
I mean, listen.
especially on a Monday, it's more like a
yeah.
10-second mention. But
Yeah.
good win for the Lakers.
Good
And
win for the
LeBron's
Lakers.
streak ends though at 1,200 games of 10 points per game. Had 8, passed up the winning shot.
Rui,
Hachimura.
yep.
But listen, I mean, winning is winning, right, Michael?
And then I don't know what
Ernie talking about Notre Dame.
who is overrated.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad they
10
didn't
and
make it.
2, but like I said, I mean,
What
basically
was their schedule? That's so cupcake. Is it like are all
2
those
naval academies. Their best win was USC, who's not even in the college football playoff.
Oh,
You know, I mean,
so that independent league is kind of bogus.
it's not even a league. It's just you pick your schedule. So they're
Oh.
playing Stanford. You know what I mean? I think they played Rice.
So they could have played harder schools.
Yeah,
then.
they just chose not to. But then also the other schools, like Dave was talking about this, like, why are the other schools going to schedule Notre Dame? Because it's like, oh, we're just helping out Notre Dame. They might beat us. Why would we even schedule them? We
Right.
want them out of the playoff. They're taking away a spot from us.
Oh yeah, very true.
So it's just like join a conference, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
That just makes everything easy. Then you win the conference championship, you're in.
But and also like Notre Dame. I mean, these games. It's like what are there games for the independent league? Are they being broadcasted?
No, oh yeah.
Right?
No,
Like-
that's the thing. There is no independent league. It's
Right.
just like there's teams that are independents. They make all their own
Right.
schedules and they have separate TV deals. Like I think
Oh, they do?
UConn
Okay.
football has something with like CBS Sports Network.
Right.
Notre Dame's all their home games are broadcast by NBC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. So I
so
guess they
that's-
don't really lose anything there. I guess. Then,
Yeah,
huh?
but it's just like you're creating your own problem.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you beat Texas A&M or Miami, you'd be in the playoffs.
How many do you think Notre Dame stays independent?
Yeah.
And then
it-
do you think they're going to start scheduling harder games?
Maybe, but you schedule your non-conference games like in advance. And already they're talking about week schedule again next year.
Really?
I think I could probably pull it up because
How many what do you think if they had like 2 good wins on their schedule? Like you think that
Yeah.
would get them in?
Yeah. I mean, really, you just need if you beat one of those teams, that's all it was. But it was just such a weak schedule, like embarrassingly bad.
That's a shame, dude.
Yeah.
And you wonder why I don't watch college football.
And I just want to see. So I believe this is the schedule. Yes. So their schedule is Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State, Purdue, North Carolina, Stanford, SMU, Navy, the Miami game, but then BC, Syracuse, and USC.
Okay. So
Come on.
Yeah. Not great.
And I think only 2 true road games, a lot of neutral site games. The Navy game is at Gillette. The USC game is at the Raiders Stadium.
That's a shame, dude.
And then Ernie's
Ernie.
right here.
Yeah. Play 2 good SEC teams. Then
their case changes.
Changes. Yeah.
So, we'll talk more about that when the playoff games gets closer. I guess actually I could just double check on here.
Kev, dude, Josh, be really going at it now.
Still?
Yeah, dude.
Wait,
that's
in a
it.
group chat?
Yeah, it's over. Okay, they're splitting up, dude. They're splitting up. It's over now. The TCA of James.
Oh God.
Oh.
And then we got 9. Chief chiming in here. I hope the party for Austin, the penny vodka, Chief. I'm sure it was
Oh, that's
outstanding.
right, dude.
Maybe you froze some. You'll give it me and Tony some when we see you on Friday.
Mhm.
Hopefully you're gonna be there. I think you said you're gonna be there.
I mean, he fucking better be, dude.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we're making it. Like
Oh yeah,
everyone else should. No excuses.
100%.
None.
But the drama in the chat. Kev, you gotta just relax. I think Kev he has this thing like where he thinks he can't be wrong, and it's like so bad, and he's so like afraid of it. And it's
Mhm.
like, Kev, everyone's wrong every day. I'm wrong. Tony's wrong. Michael Butka's wrong. You're not like immune from that. I think you need to realize that, and then it would be a lot easier for you. But anyway, let me just see here. So I just wanted to look at the bracket in terms of the games. So the first round is actually 11 days from now. So James Madison, Oregon, Alabama, Oklahoma, Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, Texas A&M. So those are the first round games. Then you have the 4 byes: Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas Tech. So yeah. So just what about or 12? Oh, you got some on the 19th. Okay, so yeah, 11 and 12 days from now. Josh getting a chuckle, but we'll move on from the college football because I know Tony already thought 5 minutes was too much.
I mean, like, what are we talking about? Honestly, like,
well, it's a story though. It was a story.
It is a story.
It was a story. That's
but it
the thing.
should be like again, another year where this is a story. A team that maybe should have been in, isn't in. Someone's complaining. Who knows? People have their opinions, and like you're saying here, it's like it should be way more concrete. Like there should be
we had
no
a computer
arguments.
system for like 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they would put 1 versus 2 in the. But I'm saying, but there was a full top 25,
right?
So you could use those rankings to determine the top 12 teams.
What was the problem with that?
Well, they wanted to go to the playoff rather than 1 versus 2, and then for whatever reason, instead of like having the computers decide the playoff, they wanted the committee to decide it because they wanted to have control over who was in it. So again, greed, power, nonsense. So
not good.
Probably won't change. Probably always be a committee, but it is what it is. But and what did Chief say here?
It looks like party was so awesome. I was cooking my face off all weekend long. Josh said the food was great, and he said his girls had a great time. So hoping it was a great success.
And saw the pictures. Looked like Austin had a great time as well. The Masters. I hope there were some highlights. There's some like audio of Jim Nantz in the background.
Yeah, dude. Then Josh B does reiterate it was a
awesome.
Great success.
And then an Ernie with a here we go. Like it's me and Kev talking about the Mets. So let's get to the football. So just running down the scores here. We don't need to spend too much time on this game, but the Seahawks absolutely dismantle the Falcons in Atlanta. A DTV pick, 37-9.
There we go.
So the Seahawks moved to 10-3. And yes, Sam Darnold against a weak opponent, 3 touchdowns, 249 yards. Smith and Jigba with another 2 touchdowns as he races towards that 2,000-yard mark. Yeah, so I mean, the Seahawks have been impressive. I mean, I think it's just no matter who they play, what games they win, the rest of the way here, all it's going to come down to is what Sam Darnold looks like in the playoffs. But at least, I mean, they're giving themselves, a really good opportunity and a really good chance to, possibly get the number 1 seed. They're tied with the Rams, at 10-3. So I think technically Rams are the tiebreaker, but I think they play one more time, if I'm not mistaken. I just had to double check that. But getting home field, we all know about the 12th man in Seattle. Obviously it's been a little while.
They do on the 18th.
Okay. Yep.
Maybe
a Thursday night.
Yeah. 8:15 Prime Video.
Yeah. And then the Colts, who we'll get to that, but that should be an easy win. You're probably gonna see a third string Brett Rippon get a start, or no, they have Riley Leonard from Notre Dame. So we'll see.
Independent.
Falcons, I think, are just racing towards a new regime there. What does Arthur Blank do? Does he try to get Belichick again? But 4-9 for this roster, unacceptable. Wasting Bijan Robinson's prime years. Kyle Pitts is actually having one of his better seasons, and it all goes by the wayside. So we know this season is over for Atlanta, and they will be on Thursday Night Football in three nights against the Bucs, who need a win. So you would think they would lose yet again. So we'll see what Atlanta does.
Yeah,
but
I guess.
I think if they were smart, you don't get Belichick. You get a good offensive mind in that position, maybe a Joe Brady. We'll see what Arthur Blank decides to do. Possibly the game of the day yesterday, the Bills 39-34 over the Bengals. So the dream of running the table, winning the AFC North is no longer. And the Bills moved to 9-4. Josh Allen in the snow, Tony, down double digits going into the second half. Finishes 22 of 28, 251, 3 touchdowns, ran for 78 yards. So 4 total touchdowns, over 300 total yards for Josh Allen. So he keeps on coming here. And he did a good job with his tight ends. Dawson Knox, 6 for 93, Kincaid, 4 for 41, and Shakir and Hawes also caught touchdown passes for Buffalo. This is despite their defense. I mean, the run defense was good, only 62 yards allowed, but they did let Joe Burrow throw for 4 touchdowns, only sacked him once, but he did throw 2 picks. So obviously that played a difference in this one. And it's interesting because I feel like for so many years we've talked about with the Bills, well, what's Josh Allen going to do in the playoffs? But the way that he's played this year, and I know he hasn't, he's had a couple games where maybe he wasn't his best. Does it not feel like for the Bills this year, it comes down to will their defense be able to stop anybody? Because I think Josh Allen is going to answer the call here. And especially since we know pretty much after last night's game that the Chiefs are not going to stand in their way.
Yeah, which is pretty wild to say that, to be honest. But yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, that may be, I guess, a difference maker. I mean, especially when you think about the playoffs, better teams, competitiveness, sure. But I don't know. I mean, I still would anticipate a lot of their games still being high scoring, just from the way it is. So I don't know. I think the storyline here was Josh Allen, fourth quarter. You're going to have 21 points there scored by the Bills. Huge fourth quarter by Josh Allen, like kind of really putting the team on his back. So like you said, I expect that type of performance in the playoffs, and that's what they're going to ride with. As long as, you don't have like Cook fumbling in the end zone again, I think they'll be pretty good in the playoffs, dude.
Yeah. So, and it's just going to be interesting. They do play the Patriots in Foxborough on Sunday. They're 2 games back, with 4 to play. So pretty much need to win out and obviously win this game against the Patriots. Otherwise, the division is over. To have a chance at that would be big. Otherwise, you could be on the road for the Super Bowl weekend. I mean, I'm going to say no, but I think they could get to the Super Bowl. I do. But I just think the NFC team will beat them, if I had to guess.
Okay.
And it's going to be interesting to see what the Bengals do. Because, Zach Taylor, you would think maybe it's time for a change there. Burrow just missing too much time. That really hurt them. But that defense as well, they bring in, Al Golden. It seems like we keep going back to Notre Dame. He won the top coordinator award at Notre Dame last year, takes a higher paying job with the Bengals, and he probably is going to be one and done and maybe find himself back in college football next year. We'll see. But just another wasted season for the Bengals, a waste of Joe Burrow. Obviously, you got to keep him healthy. That's been a problem. So
what would you do if you're like,
a new coach? New coach, new general manager, but Mike Brown, very, resistant to change. So while I think it's probably a 50-50 proposition, but I would not be surprised in any way if Taylor ends up coming back next year. He kept Marvin Lewis for an extra 5 years. Or maybe even longer than that. He couldn't win a playoff game, a lot of seasons under 500. He likes continuity, whether it's good or bad continuity. That's the problem.
That's kind of tough, dude.
Yeah.
People were rumbling about Burrow not sticking around in Cincinnati.
But again, like that falls into what I'm saying. I mean, maybe he gets, like some type of package he can't refuse, but I doubt it. He's probably thinking about tickets and stuff. And this and that. And honestly, I don't think that's the move for the Bengals. It's a new regime, a new front office, a new head coach, like a new defense. How about get rid of every defensive player you have, every defensive assistant?
Yeah.
So we'll see. But we know, like I said, season over for them. But we'll see what the Bills do next week in Foxborough. I think that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, dude.
It definitely would be nice to see Josh Allen finally get to the Super Bowl, especially. It would be cool if somehow they could catch the Patriots in that division and get one more playoff run at Highmark Stadium.
That'd be cool
before it's demolished. So
I don't know if that's gonna happen though.
Yeah, I mean they need to win out. They need the Patriots to slip up, which they probably won't. And you know what was a great game, and you didn't expect it to be, was the Titans and the Browns. Shador Sanders, 23 of 42, a lot of incompletions, but 364, 3 scores. But they lose because they can't stop the run, which was surprising because they're the top defense in the NFL. But Tony Pollard, best game as a Titan easily, 161, 2 scores. And it was interesting. They go wildcat formation at the end of the game. The Browns do it. 2-point. Can't do. I mean, you let Shador do his thing there. That was crazy. But I mean, the Browns are 3-10. They're probably firing their coach anyway. But I know it's a lot of incompletions, but I don't know. I just feel like the Browns, I mean, they saw Gabriel and Joe Flacco being here struggle through these games. I mean, Shador is definitely giving them a little life. Right. I guess they would lose $100+ million on their cap if they released Deshaun Watson this offseason. So he's probably going to be on the roster next year. So I guess it's probably, if I had to guess, I would think it's a competition between Shador and Deshaun Watson for the starting job in camp. We'll see if they bring in someone in the draft, but I don't know. I mean, Shedeur, I feel like, listen, it's not a win yesterday, but I just feel like a performance like that, I just feel like he's given them some life that Dylan Gabriel wasn't offering them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Dylan Gabriel was not looking good at all, like pretty much deer in headlights. And it should be interesting to see what happens with Shedeur. But I don't know, man. I mean, you said it. I mean, Brown's got a lot of work to do, I suppose. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, you think Deshaun Watson, like this type of quarterback, you would want to help out Shedeur Sanders? I mean, do you?
No, but it's just that's the cap situation. It's just he's gonna be there. That's it. You know what I mean? There's nothing else.
You think there's gonna be much of a competition?
I think Shedeur will probably win it. I mean, you would think Deshaun Watson. I mean, he looked terrible before the injury. What's he gonna look like now?
Yeah.
You know?
So week 1 starter.
Yeah.
Shedeur.
So we'll see. And then the laugh of a TCA pick. Kev Dew still fuming. They go with the Commanders. Jaden Daniels leaves early with an injury, and the Vikings win 31-0. So JJ McCarthy lighting it up, 163. But did throw over 3 touchdowns. So the Vikings get their 5th win of the year. They could run the table to finish over 500, but it's obviously been a lost season there. And it's like, the Commanders, I mean, this is a very big offseason for them. I would imagine everybody stays in place. But obviously there's going to be a lot of changes done to that roster, maybe to the coaching staff, just to keep Jaden Daniels upright. And the defense, I feel like the defense has been terrible all season.
No, they've been horrible all season. Obviously, Jaden Daniels frustrated on the sideline, tossing his helmet. Zach Ertz, too, the knee injury, that was really sad to watch. Mariota seemed really torn up about that, too. Like, it just seemed like absolutely nothing went well for the Commanders this season, which is really sad to see. I mean, obviously, you think of the young talent that is Jaden Daniels, and honestly, I do like Chris Rodriguez too. I mean, I picked him up on my fantasy team a couple of weeks ago. He's got some good rushes in there, but I guess, we'll see what happens. Like you said, I mean, most things will probably stay put. Hopefully Daniels next season could be more healthy. But I mean, how much of an impact do you think this season has on like the development and the maturation of Jaden Daniels? Because I mean, this was supposed to be a big year for him. And it seems like he's, with the injuries, with the way the team is 3-10, taking a lot of steps back for him, right? I mean,
yeah, but it's just, like I said, I think it's just a roster thing, and that's it.
So you think next year Daniels comes back to form like he was last season, sort of deal?
Yeah, I mean, good draft, good off season, but I mean, I would see no reason. I know some of the fans, we get rid of Kingsbury.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I mean, it just things went awry. You had injuries. The defense was terrible. I think that can all be, all be addressed and taken care of.
What do you think about the Vikings back-to-back shutouts? That's pretty wild, right? Right? Last year they shut someone out, didn't they not? No? Am I wrong? I think
no, they got shut out.
Oh, they got shut out by Seattle.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, they lost 26-0.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But they were involved
in back-to-back shutouts.
Yes, exactly. So we have that, and then the game I was at, and it's just funny, even though yes, I did have that feeling of like, okay, Tua 0-7 and temperatures below 46. I even sent Jordan, who's a Dolphins fan, a text for the game. Oh, you guys are in trouble today, and it was nothing of the sort. As the Dolphins score 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, Tony, and ended up winning 34-10. To win yet another game. I think this is their 5th or 4th. Is it? No, 5th. I think it's their 5th consecutive win, if I'm not mistaken. I actually want to double check that. But, and they do this. Okay, fourth. It is the 4th consecutive win. But they do this with A-Chain leaving with an injury. But they were, Tyrod Taylor, after he throws a pick, gets injured. He's removed. So they just go with Brady Cook, who was on the practice squad a lot of this year. And Miami, with their backup running back, Jalen Wright, 24 of 107, touchdown. A-Chain also had a rushing touchdown, as well as Ollie Gordon. So it's interesting. McDaniel, obviously hanging on by a thread, it feels like. But, you have to wonder if they do run the table, go 10-7, would that be enough to save his job? It just seems like, how would that power structure work? Bringing McDaniel back with a new general manager, being that they already fired Chris Greer earlier this year. It seems like that's always a mess when you do that. The arranged marriage.
Yeah,
it really
not
is.
Good. It's not good at all.
And it's like Tua throwing for 127. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I could think of though is just if they like McDaniel's offensive mind, and maybe they just think they need a new quarterback. I mean, some of these, I mean, H-Chain is great.
Mhm.
Jalen Waddle is unbelievable. It's just Tyreek Hill. It's unfortunate. Like, is he done for his career? Like, after that leg injury. But I mean, if it was up to you, I mean, what would you do here?
Burn it all down. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it just, like I said, there is some good players, but I mean, obviously you're already going to have a new general manager, and yeah, McDaniel's been there a while. So it just, I don't know. The Dolphins are a better version of the Jets.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy though. I guess the 4 in a row. I mean, no, you got to burn it all down.
Yeah, but who knows? It'll be it. But if they go 10-7, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep them. But I guess it depends who they have coming up here. I mean, and they also, I mean, the Bills was a good win, but then they beat the Commanders, Saints, and then the Jets at Steelers, home to Bengals, Bucks, and then who knows if the Patriots need that game in week 18. So we'll see. So yeah, I mean, gonna be interesting. I mean, the Jets, I don't know. I mean, it's like, how do you even diagnose this? I mean, you're playing a guy that was on the practice squad most of the year. But it just seems like a lack of preparation. Rick and Dave were kind of speaking to that. I don't know, right? I mean, it's what I would love to move on from Glenn. I don't think they are. But it just seems like a movie, Tony, that we've watched before, and we know how it's going to play out. But I mean, what do you think moving forward here for the Jets?
I don't know. It's so tough, dude. I mean, if I was in charge of the Jets, dude, I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for a one and done, but it does seem like you want to get rid of Aaron Glenn.
I just feel like they put it, like, I know I've talked about this already, but it's just like they brought in too many inexperienced guys in the front office, on the coaching staff, the head coach. It's like, where's the experienced guy? The only experienced guy you had, Steve Wilk, who was a failed head coach with the Cardinals with the Josh Rosen year. So it's like, I don't know. It just, you have the draft picks to look forward to.
You have the draft picks to look forward to. I mean, hopefully. I mean, Rick and Dave talking about them maybe winning games on the stretch of the season. You never know.
Oh, but no. But I mean the extra draft picks that you
traded for. Yes.
For Quinnen and Sauce Gardner.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
But it's also at the same time, like, you kind of have those draft picks, yes, but like, you really don't want to waste them, right? So you want to make sure you have like a proper game plan in place, and you're looking at a Jets team who said that they were not prepared for the Dolphins this weekend. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like how is this regime going to be in charge of draft picks and the future of this team? They shouldn't be. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But like you were saying, I mean, bringing in a more experienced coach, I feel like would be great.
Yeah.
But I get, time will tell, I suppose. I mean, they got to draft a quarterback, that's for sure, right?
But it just, I think I said this last week too. It's like, I would just love to be in on these meetings, like what the actual thought process is with the quarterback position. Is there one?
Right. Is there one is right. And it's also like it just seems like not many people are like, the checks and balances system just seem like it's non-existent,
No.
like is no one gonna be, hey man, this is not a good idea. No,
Right.
Everyone's just like, Aaron Glenn, yeah, sure. There's just a dead silence in the room.
Yeah. So we'll see. They're in Jacksonville next week. They're red hot. All of a sudden, looks like they're gonna win the AFC South,
which is wild.
Also, the Dolphins Monday Night Football against the Steelers. So that's going to be interesting. That's a game that both of those teams need. But we'll see what happens. And then you saw the Saints, huh? Baker, 24-20. I mean, obviously he's playing through injury, Tony. But it feels like this is setting up for the Panthers to seize that division. Obviously, they were on bye this week, but
which is pretty wild to say, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I think you're right on that one. I mean, it just seems like Baker's not into that one pick he threw. Clearly, like, shoulder just was not, I don't know, he was wincing at something, and you got to assume it's the shoulder there. I mean, the pick was pretty atrocious. I don't know who he was looking at, who he was throwing to, but in any case, yeah, I mean, if they don't have Baker too, I mean, it's probably over. I mean, I know, again, I mean, I guess you do have Evans coming back at some point. for the last couple weeks of this season. But it just seems like you said, I mean, depending, I guess, on what the Panthers are doing, but obviously at 7-6, like division record's the same, by the way, with the Bucks. They're both 2-1 in the division. So it should be pretty interesting to see what happens. But like, I don't know. I mean, I think the Panthers could win the division, which is kind of wild because, I mean, I don't think they're going to really do much in the playoffs. But I guess that's.
I mean, what are the Bucks going to do, right?
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
true. Yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
I hate seeing it, but it's
Me
just,
too.
it just doesn't. How is this coming together? I don't know.
I don't
just
think it would
see
be. Yeah.
I don't see it. So they're, though, like we said, Thursday Night Football hosting the Falcons. So I mean, you win that game, you're still in okay shape. And then it's like, what are the Saints going to do? Only their third win of the season. We know, Moore most likely is going to come back, but just at the quarterback position, I would think they don't want to go forward with Shuck and that they would draft somebody. So what pick do they get right now? The Giants have the number 1 pick, but there's Dave thinks there's some games they could win, but I just was chuckling at that. Like, Dave, I don't think you have to worry about the Giants winning too many games down the stretch he was talking about. It's like, Dave, probably best chance is they probably lose out. So it's like,
okay.
I think you'll be okay. You're going to have a higher pick than the Jets, unfortunately, it feels like. And we mentioned Jacksonville. We mentioned the Colts. So the Jags almost doubling up the Colts, 36-19. But the Daniel Jones confirmed the ruptured Achilles. Boy, is that not only tough for the Colts in the rest of this season, going with a 7th-round quarterback who can really just run in Riley Leonard. But then for Daniel Jones, I mean, he was easily going to get $100 million from the Colts. Now he's not. And
he's
now,
on a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah. Now it's like, I mean, what are the Colts going to do? Richardson's been on injured reserve since earlier in the year. And it seems like they could lose out and miss the playoffs. I mean, what a disaster. Yeah,
it is a real shame to see that. And I mean, like, that's what people are saying, that this team has ended up missing the playoffs this season, which is crazy to say. Does this mean Daniel Jones will be out all next season?
I mean,
probably.
Basically, I mean, maybe at the end of the year, but whoever is bringing him in is not bringing him in as the start. So I just feel like this might end his starting career even potentially, right? Because I mean, by the time the following season rolls around, are people really going to be excited? He's going to be looked at as a backup. He definitely is going to be. That's tough. But he was fading already. Shame. I think we were seeing the real Daniel Jones as the season progressed. I think the Colts, honestly, even though it might ruin this season, I think it is a blessing in disguise. Daniel Jones to give him $50 million guaranteed, $40 million mistake.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I feel like we spoke about this maybe 2 weeks ago or something, but it's just like, I mean, as an organization like the Colts, I mean, you got to look at other examples around the league, and you look at what Minnesota did with letting Sam Darnold, walk away. I mean, maybe you're right. You may be right, but there probably wasn't a doubt that the Colts were going to pay this man, right? I mean, they were going to sign this guy, right?
Unless, though, it was like a Darnold end to the season with the Vikings last year. I know we just made that point. Now it's backfired. But I also just think, Darnold. I mean, we'll see in the playoffs, man. But imagine they get that number 1 seed and then they lose the first game and he throws 3 picks. And then what are we going to say?
And then he's trash.
Yeah.
Backup.
So, I mean, it's just such a week-to-week league. It's insane. But Jacksonville, like we said, at top of the AFC South here, 4 straight victories, maybe a little more cohesion. We saw Liam Cohen fired up in the locker room after the game.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've done a great job in getting their most talented players the ball. Brian Thomas at 87 yards here. Travis Etienne with 2 rushing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence was actually pretty good, 17 of 30, 244, and 2 picks. But it's just so interesting. I mean, I guess it just speaks to the wide open nature of this league. And you look at Jacksonville's schedule,
the Jets
at Broncos, which is obviously probably tough, but then another game with the Colts and the Titans. So, I mean, you'd think Jacksonville wins this division, but again, what are they doing in the playoffs? We'll see, but it's going to be interesting to see with the Colts. I don't think there really is any veteran quarterback they could bring in here. And I think Brett Rippon would probably be worse than Riley Leonard, but we know, I mean, it just seems like it's going to be tough to win with Riley Leonard. And they play the Seahawks in Seattle next week. So, and then the 49ers, and then another game with Jacksonville and the Texans. So they might lose out, go 8-9, and they're already on a 3-game losing streak. They've already lost 3 out of 4. I mean, what a turn of events.
Oh my God, dude. It really is so sad.
Do you think maybe their ownership goes double headsets on the sidelines? I had to. I'm sorry. I know it's a tough situation. But.
It is a tough situation. Why? What do you think? You think she's
no, I mean, what are you even doing?
stepping on toes?
I mean,
right?
I will be amazed if somehow like they win the division or something.
That would be ridiculous if they won the division.
Yeah. Wow. How about this?
What do we got?
A text from Michael Babchick.
Oh no.
He's probably sending them to everybody, but it is hilarious that he does send it to me.
Yeah.
But he goes, "Can't wait to get drunk with you on Friday night." I'm gonna say, just read the. I should tell him too how we're coming from another holiday party, so we'll be extra juiced up.
Oh my god!
And then I think we had a couple comments here. Matthew Ryan, who tried to call.
Yes,
enough time on a Monday.
Devils suck. Oh, I was so mad. He was texting me about the Devils lost. They were not playing well this weekend. Yes, Chiefs is crazy that Sanders was crushing it and they took him out for the 2-point attempt. Yeah. No, yeah, you're totally right. I mean, when I saw that, I guess it's kind of cool, I guess, when they do design plays like that. I mean, I feel like if the play was maybe ran like it was designed, if it was executed like it was drawn up, like maybe they would have converted. I guess it was rather unfortunate too. They missed that extra point to have to go for 2 to tie it up too. It's like, but I mean, that's the Browns. I mean, that's the Browns. So
Babchick loving the text.
There we go. Loving it, dude. Tossing the phone on the table. Oh my
all right.
dude.
Dial it in.
Start drinking water now.
Yeah, seriously, dude. And then I'm gonna be coming off the
Oh my god. Yeah, we got tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then are you doing anything else this week before Friday? Is there other games you're going to?
No, just that. But still, I mean, it's a lot already.
Ranger game tonight. No.
So and then moving along here, Steelers Ravens.
Crazy.
Our pick. I told you were nervous. Steelers really controlled this entire game, and Rodgers maybe one of his best games of the season. Tony throws for 284, had a passing touchdown, DK Metcalf probably his best game of the year, 7 for 148. So we talked about Rodgers kind of throwing to the tight ends, not the receivers, and he did it without a running game. He had 2 rushing touchdowns from Gainwell and Aaron Rodgers, but only ran for 34 yards. And the Ravens, I know it was a 1-5 start, so they still rallied. But losing these last couple games has to be disappointing. Jackson 19 of 35, 219. Finally throws a touchdown as a pick. Runs for a touchdown, ran for 43 yards. Henry just under 100 at 94. They run for 217, but just not enough. I feel like their defense keeps coming back to haunt them. And the offense isn't right. And I don't know. I just think it's Harbaugh. It's stale. We've talked about it many times. But, I mean, I don't know how Steve Bisciotti doesn't make a change after the season.
Yeah, I guess, right? I mean, like you said, I mean, it's shot, right? I mean, the Ravens, who, I mean, I don't know, maybe up until yesterday, we're still the favorite to win the division, right?
Right.
And to really blow it this much, I mean, Mark Andrews, a terrible game. Defense was not good. And it's crazy because I feel like maybe for the second week now, we're saying the defense has had a significant regression. And it's just like, I don't know. It just seemed like the Ravens had themselves set up for, like I said, winning the division. I mean, Derrick Henry, 25 carries, 100 yards. You're giving him a lot of touches, but I guess maybe the connections, I mean, I guess maybe what we were saying on Friday, Lamar, the ankle, not 100%.
Right.
But then again, I mean, I don't know. Watching this game, I didn't really see Lamar having problems, right? Like with the ankle, it seemed like he was moving around all right.
It's just enough, though. You know what I mean? I think Henry's a free agent after the year. You just need a reset, not with Jackson, obviously, but just in terms of the coaching staff, the defense, right? I mean, you're going to wait till Lamar Jackson's 35 and then make a change? Yeah, Harbaugh, like what? I mean, I don't know. I feel like you're getting into Brian Cashman territory with Boone. I mean, you're past that, obviously, because Harbaugh's been there 18, 19 years. But I'm just saying at this point, it's like Cashman, though, because it's obviously less than Cashman, but still a long time, right? I mean, how do you keep him? I mean, I guess you could have big staff changes, but if it was up to you, right? I mean, isn't it? I mean, it's new coach next year. It has to be.
Yeah, it has to
be. New defense.
Harbaugh the Jets?
Well, no, I mean, yes, but I just think Woody's going to stick with Glenn. He likes that he was a former player.
Right.
He chose, right? I mean, come on. I think they barely make any front office or staff changes this offseason, the Jets.
Damn.
Right, though?
Yeah.
I mean, they usually get it wrong. Not right. So we'll see what the Ravens do. Kind of a gauntlet the rest of the way in Cincinnati, home to Patriots, and then finish at Packers, at Steelers. So I think Bisciotti will be fuming. Imagine they end up going 6-11. We'll see. So Pittsburgh leads the division for now. We'll see if that game in Week 18 matters. But in the meantime, we talked about the Monday Night Football game against the Dolphins, and then they were at the Lions, at the Browns, and then have that Ravens game. So I think the Steelers win the division, but we'll see what things look like on Monday. But very interesting. And obviously, there's been the talk about Tomlin leaving Pittsburgh. But if they win the division, maybe they upset somebody. I think if they did win a playoff game, maybe that saves Tomlin's job. We'll see. He's obviously been there a while. I still think it's just roster construction, the defense. Obviously, you'll have a new quarterback next year. You need to stick with somebody long term. You know, it's not going to be Mason Rudolph. Don't go get Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? So we'll see what they do. And then we had talking about the worst backdoor cover of all time. The Broncos winning 24-17. Steve Carell. Pete Carroll looking like he needs to retire for that backdoor to happen. I mean, it was the craziest scenario of all time, I think. I think it was like I'll get the exact distance on it, but there was 5 seconds left. The Raiders down by 10, not going to win the game, okay? And Pete Carroll kicks a 46-yarder thinking the ball can move faster than the speed of light, that there's going to be a second left for them to attempt the onside kick. Goes to 0-0, no onside kick. And, of course, the spread for the picks was 7.5. Obviously, if we're betting it ourselves, we would have bushed, and it would have been 7. Maybe we would have bought a whole point and won at 6.5, whatever, but we don't. And we don't cover the number. And but the Broncos go to 11-2. The Raiders go to 2-11. Unbelievable.
You're basically saying that Pete Carroll had money on the game.
Imagine it. I mean, imagine like he just knows he's going to lose his job, worried about income for the rest of his life, got into bed with some people that he shouldn't have, maybe, right? Or no?
Now you go to jail.
I don't think so, honestly. I think he's just shot. I think he needs rest.
Yeah,
he needs to just retire. That was just the worst job for him to take and jump back into because they're a mess.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're an absolute dumpster fire, and yeah, dude. Not. Man, I mean, I guess good for Denver. Whatever, solid game from them.
Yeah, Knicks 31-38, 2-12. It seems like offensively they're improving.
Yes,
we know their defense is good. Sutton had 6 for 62. So, yeah, I mean, it feels like they're going to be the number 1 seed. I mean, we'll see what the Patriots do the rest of the way. But they have, the Packers, 425 window next week at home. They're home to Jacksonville. And then at the Chiefs, obviously we know their season's done, and then finish with the Chargers. But, I mean, a remarkable record, nevertheless.
Remarkable is right. But you think they're, like, kind of fraudulent?
I don't know. It's like, how do you know, right? I mean, who for you, Tony, I mean, who is the best team in the AFC?
I mean, that's just kind of tough. It's I mean, I guess it does maybe come down to the Pats and the Broncos. I mean, I feel like I kind of favor Peyton in terms of coaching with the Broncos.
Better defense, I think.
So maybe
Patriots maybe better offense, but then
probably
better coach.
But yeah,
Peyton, he's won a Super Bowl, but what has he done recently? Is he looking like Harbaugh, but not really because he's 11-2?
Yeah.
But
so I guess I would favor Denver.
Yeah, and especially if they get it in Denver. I think that altitude.
That's right. Mile high.
Yeah. So we'll see. We mentioned this earlier with the smack talk with JD and Ernie. The Pack improving to 9, 3-1.
Big win.
Bears falling 9-4. So Packers taking first in the North and beating the Bears, and I'm sure Aaron Rodgers is smiling somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Jordan Love with one of his better games of the year, 17-25, 234, 3 touchdowns. He was only sacked once, 78 quarterback rating, which is good. And I know I said waiting instead of rating.
That's all right.
Josh Jacobs running for a rushing touchdown and 86 yards. Christian Watson, one of the best games of his career. He's always injured. 4 for 89, 2 touchdowns. Bo Melton caught the other score. Caleb Williams was held under 200 yards at 186, 16 incompletions, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, sacked once, a quarterback rating of 40.6. And after rushing for almost 300 yards against the Eagles, they run for 138 here. And had the ball late, but Williams throws that pick. The Pack win. I mean, what were your thoughts here, Tony? Better team won, or I mean, what do you think?
Better team won. I mean, I guess so, right? I mean, you know me, I got a little soft spot for the Bears, I suppose, but like you said, I mean, Caleb Williams with that pick. Oh, he sacked once, actually. I guess that's pretty good. I thought he was sacked more, but in
Probably
any
just
case,
under duress.
Probably under duress. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I was kind of high on Kyle Monangai. But I guess Josh Jacobs was the better running back yesterday. Yeah, I guess watching that game, Packers were just moving the ball really well. Jordan Love was looking really good. Had a couple good passes to Jaden Reed, actually, that I was watching. So, yeah, I guess. I mean, tightly contested, 2 great teams this season. Yeah, if I'm Ernie, I'm taking this one and being pretty happy with it because I feel like in any given Sunday, the Bears could have won this game.
And how about this? Despite, Green Bay only leading by a half game in the division. So Green Bay, while they've scored 12 less points, Chicago has let up 335 points.
Oh my God.
Green Bay has let up 247. So there's your difference there. The defense, I know this was a 7-point game. And they will play again. Because Green Bay is in Denver, and then they will go to Chicago the following week. It looks like this is a Christmas special, maybe Christmas Eve.
Oh, there we go.
8/20.
8/20
on 12/20. So I guess Christmas is 13 days from today. Does that make sense? No.
Christmas Eve is 13 days from today, right? Today's the
no.
Today's the 8th.
Weird. But why is this not the weirdest thing ever? Oh, no, it's a Saturday game. That's why. Okay. Saturday. So a week from Saturday, they will be at Soldier Field. That's what it is.
Okay, there we go.
Christmas Eve is on the 24th.
A week from Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it'll be interesting. The Bears get another crack at the Packers, and we'll see what the Pack do against Denver. We just talked about how it's tough to play in that altitude, and obviously they have a good defense there.
That's right.
Well. But the Packer positioning themselves well. And they have an opportunity. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. And the Bears, obviously, we're on a long winning streak here. And they do get the Browns next week at home, a game you feel like they should win. We talked about the Packers game, and then at Niners, and then home to Lions to finish out. So not an easy schedule there either. Detroit, is 1 game behind them. So a lot on the line here down the stretch, a lot of division games coming up. I mean, this is the drama that the NFL wanted when they made the schedule. So it definitely is going to be some great football. What wasn't great football was the Rams beating the Cardinals 45-17 yesterday. Matthew Stafford continuing his MVP season, 281, 3 touchdowns. Nakua was unbelievable, 7 for 167 and 2 touchdowns. Blake Corum, I think a career high in rushing yards, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns and 12 carries. And then Kyron Williams also had 13 for 84 and a score of his own. Rams are rolling 10-3. We know about the stakes with the Seahawks here, the Cardinals 3-10. We've talked about how Gannon is a dead man walking. And it's gonna be interesting to see what the Rams do against the Lions next week. But clearly one of the best teams in the NFL.
The Rams.
Yeah,
you've been high on them. I mean,
McVay.
Rams over the Cards was probably the biggest lock of the season, I feel.
Right.
Stafford, I mean, is looking like an absolute animal. Like arguably one of the better quarterbacks right now.
35 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Unbelievable.
There's 4 games left.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not to mention Puka Nakua, I feel like obviously great receiver. I was watching him like tossing some blocks yesterday, dude. Like, that guy is a great player on offense.
Animal.
Like, it really is like absolutely outrageous. And some of the grabs he were making too. And obviously it's kudos to Stafford too, because Stafford has been throwing this ball in such tight freaking windows. And that's what makes him a great quarterback. He puts the ball exactly where his receiver needs it, and no one else could even contest it. Like, it's just not like all these balls are non-contested because it's just the perfect placement. So yeah, dude, Rams 10-3. I know we talked about it at the slow start early in the season. They've done it before. You never know. I mean, Rams could be winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So.
I want to see it. I really do.
Mhm.
I really do. So we'll see. That sets us up, for our last, game from yesterday. And that was, of course, the Sunday Night Football, the Chiefs. We thought backs against the wall. Clearly, the TCA had other ideas there as the Texans do win and read, the tie game. I think 10 minutes left. Inside his own 40, going for it on 4th and 1, not getting it.
Crazy.
And the Texans improving to 8-5. The Chiefs
Crazy.
6-7. Pretty much playoff chances are over with. Like I said, falling 20-10. That Texans defense showing up. Mahomes 3 picks, sacked twice, 19.7 quarterback rating, ran for 59 yards. And CJ Stroud did what he needed to do, obviously riding the coattails of his defense. 203, a touchdown. Nico Collins had a great game, 4 for 121. Texans are in a good spot, and the Chiefs season is over. Unbelievable. Most likely this will be the first year that Mahomes is home for the playoffs, and it's going to be interesting to see, is this it for Travis Kelce? He didn't talk to reporters after the game.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was thinking about retiring last year, another year older, and I think a lot of people talk about, I forgot if it was Boomer or whoever it was, but just the wear and tear, all these deep playoff runs the past couple of years. I think the Chiefs had just caught up with them. I think they're a little worn out and probably need a little roster reconstruction around Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. I mean, they do. I mean, we've talked about it, the lack of the receiving core, lack of targets for Mahomes. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, we talked about that for a couple seasons now, especially even last year, right? All those games that were won by just a small margin. Obviously, think about the Super Bowl last year too. I feel like this was kind of coming, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure you're in the position where it's like next season they do retool and they're back in the saddle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. But it's gonna be interesting too. Like I said, what does Kelce do?
Reed's tight.
He's redone. I mean, I think he probably still wants to coach, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I think a conversation will be happening.
He seems the type of guy that would only kind of go out on like a Super Bowl winning season,
right? But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it would be wrong of the organization to push, and I just think this has nothing to do with him. I think this is a roster construction situation.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So we'll see. But as it currently stands, Texans in that last playoff spot right now, deadlocked with the Colts, but they have the tiebreaker based on the head-to-head. And we expect Indy to maybe lose out. So they're probably not going to be Indy will probably not be in the playoffs. And you think Texans hold on to that spot. And then you got the Chiefs and Ravens at 6-7. But basically, we would need both the Colts and the Texans to only win one more game, and then for them to win out, which we know just isn't going to happen. So we'll see. And Texans right now will be Cardinals Raiders the next 2 weeks. So that should solidify their playoff chances there. And
that is for sure.
At Chargers and home to Colts. So easily could win 3 of those 4 games, if not all 4. And they're an interesting team, Tony, because that defense, I mean, does a team like a Denver or a Patriots or the Bills, do they run into the Texans and lose that game because the Texans defense just gets after them and they can't do anything offensively?
Yeah, I guess I could see some of those teams, maybe not the Bills, but yeah, I mean, they have a good defense.
Well, and it's just interesting if you think about the playoff bracket. So right now, if the season ended today, they would go to New England, the Texans.
And I mean, I don't know about game.
I think the Texans would win. May, first playoff start, the pressure, Tommy's shadow.
Really? You think so?
That defense, man. I think, you know what I mean? It's just because offense is fun. It's exciting. Like, we never talk about defense.
No, it's true. That is true.
Daniil Hunter coming off the edge. I mean, come on.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. I guess time will tell.
I mean, you saw what the Chiefs looked like last night. I mean.
But you think the Chiefs are a better team than the Patriots?
No, but it'd be interesting if they played right now. I don't know.
No, it would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chiefs could win. Patriots have had an easy schedule. Notre Dame-esque.
I don't know. You really think it's that comparable?
Somewhat actually. I think it might be actually the
let's take a
easiest
look
schedule
here.
in the league.
Really?
And I was trying to think about the other guy. Yeah. Will Anderson Jr. has 10.5 sacks for the Texans, and then Daniil Hunter has 11. So them off the edge has been unbelievable. They also have a bunch of guys with a bunch of picks. Lassiter with 3 interceptions, Petrie with 4, Bullock with 4, and Stingley Jr., the former first-round pick, with 3. So you think about marquee wins for the Patriots this year. Buffalo
in week 5.
And I'm still looking for the.
I mean, still. They lost to the Steelers.
So it's literally
Buffalo. Miami early sucked.
Miami's not. Yeah,
Vegas is bad.
Win. The Jets aren't a big win. The Bucks aren't a big win. Tennessee's not a. So
Tampa in week 10 was
a lot
not
of
good.
chop there. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do against the Bills second time around.
But I mean, 32 points against Cleveland's defense. Huh?
Fine. I remember you had that Patriots fan arguing with me with the video that's
yeah.
Get out of here, please. They just lost to the Titans. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Anyway, Tony, what a day yesterday, huh? But we do have the one game tonight. And an interesting one. I mean, teams, jockeying for position.
Yeah, dude.
2-8-4 teams. The Chargers, the Eagles. The Eagles have lost a few games in a row here. And as it currently stands, the Eagles are the 3 seed in the NFC, and the Chargers are the 6 seed in the AFC. And we talked about the picture there, and they're obviously the Chargers. You expect them to make the playoffs anyway, but they do benefit with that injury to Daniel Jones and the collapse of the Ravens and the Chiefs and the ineptitude of the Miami Dolphins. So it feels like their spot is solidified. But what do you make of this matchup on Monday Night Football?
It's tough, honestly. I mean, like you said, multiple teams here, both teams jockeying for position, similar records here. I kind of want to lean Eagles, to be honest. I don't know, man. I just think the Chargers, for me,
big spot sometimes, right?
Yeah, dude. Kind of
35-6 2 weeks ago to the Jacksonville.
And it's pretty interesting. I was taking some slack, on some of our reels about talking about Herbert and some of the interceptions, dude.
No, but everybody is a Monday morning quarterback. But let's see their shorts.
Yeah, honestly. But what is the deal with him? Is he definitely out?
No, he's in. I think
he's definitely in, right?
Seems like it. Let's go to the report because I'm playing him in fantasy. Listen to this question. We'll go down. There's
2 days ago.
They have the other thing
the sustained fracture, left hand, Sunday, Raiders surgery. We know that. Opened week 14 prep with back-to-back limited sessions. Handed the ball, simulating taking snaps under center Saturday's practice. May log most of his reps in the shotgun on Monday, assuming he's made active for that contest. I mean, it doesn't really sound very definitive here.
Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's anything on Twitter.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't give you any information here. And then the fantasy breakdown is just like a projection. Doesn't really say anything in terms of if he's playing or not. So still maybe question. I mean, they got to have made a decision by now.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
no, somebody else. I don't know if this is really this actually, has this account at Free Plays has 12,000 followers saying that Herbert and Amarian Hampton, who's been out, I think since week 4 or 5, is going to be off injured reserve. So he'll be starting at running back going in for Vidal. So I would assume Herbert will be back, but obviously what the hand's going to look like, could he re-aggravate it, expected to play. So that is in mind when we're previewing this game. And it's interesting though. So I know you said you're leaning Eagles.
Yeah.
But I know it's like, how would you say anything different if you're picking the Eagles to win this game? But overall, who do you think is a better team?
Overall, who do I think is a better
answer?
team? I guess. I mean, it's so tough, dude, because I mean, I feel like the Chargers are more of a
Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde?
I would say they're more of a tightly knit team, right? I mean, the locker room isn't great over there in Philadelphia, but the talent that the Eagles have, I would say, is superior.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's fair. So
Harbaugh on the way out too, maybe. Who knows?
Stop. That's ridiculous.
No, yeah, probably not, dude.
But anyway, yeah. So we'll see what happens. But I think this should be a good game. And right now, the Eagles are 2.5-point road favorites. Total set at 41.5, which seems a little low to me, but I'm sure it's gonna be one of those things where Dave Mason from BetOnline comes out 80%, not 80%, but maybe 68% of the money on the over. But I don't. How is it going under 41? How is this? I mean, I guess the Eagles sometimes don't score, but
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's probably somewhere around like 24, 21, 27, 24. You would,
Yeah, I can see that, right?
but I guess we'll have to find out and do another edition of a Monday Night Football frenzy here in Week 14.
That's right, dude. You said it. SoFi Stadium. Chargers, Eagles, you mentioned it. We talked about it. Herbert playing, non-throwing hand, fractured, surgery, gutting it out. You got to appreciate that. Also, the spread you mentioned, Chargers here at home, plus 2.5. The over under a low 41.5. It opened at 42.5, mind you. So I guess keep that in mind here. If you want to put some money in the Chargers there, plus 110. Not a lot of juice on the money line there. You mentioned it too. Jockeying for position here. Both teams 8-4. Solid records at home and on the road, respectively. Eagles trying to snap a 2-game losing streak, dropping games to the Bears and the boys. You mentioned lack of scoring there against Detroit and Green Bay. 2 weeks where they scored a total of 26 points. I don't know. Chargers winning 4 of the last 5, playing well. Herbert overcoming the injury?
Like I said, I think like overall, even like if they played in the playoffs, which we know different conferences would be the Super Bowl, feels like the Chargers win. But just for this game, it feels like it's set up for the Eagles to win.
Yeah.
I've seen the Chargers sometimes, the bright lights. You think that back to the Texans beating them in the playoffs last year when they were hosting the Texans. But anyway, even though I don't believe in the Eagles, I believe in them for this game. I think Hurts does just enough to win. Maybe they get Barkley going a little more. But I'm going to say the Eagles win this game by the final. We already mentioned it, 24-21. So I think tightly contested here, but they cover that number. It goes over. So give me Eagles and the over. What do you got?
Yeah, I love that there. I guess we'll do the over as well. I think there will be some scoring here. And I will take the Eagles as well. So hammer the Eagles, hammer the over. How about this? Saquon Barkley the past 2 weeks have had, I think, only 23 carries. I say he's got 27 carries tonight. Runs for a $199 with 3 rushing touchdowns. Big game for him, probably the biggest this season, I guess, at that point, given his stats. Eagles go on to win this game. I'm going to say 28-21. Eagles in the over.
And just like that, it's your Monday Night Football frenzy. So we'll see what happens. 8:15 on ESPN.
Would you take the Barkley prop bets? Any juice?
No.
Really?
No. Maybe Hurts for a passing touchdown, 150. Nothing crazy. Okay.
Rushing touchdown for Hurts?
Yeah.
All right.
Standalone flyer bet.
The profit boosts.
I don't know. I just don't like and Go Birds from C Money 205.
Carlton Best.
There's
2015 C Money.
Saying no ice. Josh B thanking Kuka. Yes, he won the daily contest. I had a couple good selections, but Breece Hall kind of fucks me. But that's another story. But anyway, no need to harp on that. Let's just go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn. Side of the net between the legs and they score. Filthy. David Pasternak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right.
C Money.
Right. So C Money saying.
Not sure how I came up with C Money. I feel like that was maybe some update YouTube did, whereas your username pops up now. I don't know if you noticed, but instead of it's like your name, it's your username.
Yes.
And obviously Carlton, his username is
C Money.
C.
That's funny.
No, that's
funny.
good. That's
you know
good.
what wasn't good or funny was the Rangers. While they did pick up 2 points over the weekend, it was 2 overtime losses.
Yes.
The first one at the hands of the Avalanche, who improved to 20 2-6. 3-2. McKinnon finding the back of the net in overtime. The net. But the whole thing here was, I mean, this was a tough game. I mean, I wasn't exactly expecting him to win going into it. But it was just so disappointing to get, imagine being at the Garden, Tony. We were just talking about it last week, but out of the empty netter, Panarin time of the game, like having the PA announcer doing the Artemi Panarin, assisted by Mika Zabit. I mean, must have been quite the moment. And then the disappointment of McKinnon winning the game 3-2. The point, sure. But it just, I don't know. I mean, what do you make of it? I mean, like I said, it was a tough assignment, but it's just like once you get to that point, you got to just find a way. And if you want to be a playoff team, you're going to have to beat teams that are necessarily maybe on paper better than you sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
they've really struggled with Colorado. I think going into this, they had lost 7. They had won 7 out of 17 or something.
Oh,
like
really?
That.
That's the stat?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, listen, like, obviously the Avalanche, I mean, arguably the best team in the league. Nathan McKinnon, arguably the best player in the league. So you give that guy some time and space in 3-on-3 hockey.
3-on-3 against Colorado. I don't know how they ever lose it.
Dude.
They have 6 overtime losses. How do they ever lose in
I
overtime?
know that. Honestly, they fucking said that stat when they overtime started. I was like, they're definitely winning this.
Yeah,
like there's no fucking way.
Oh, because they have a losing record in overtime.
They do. Yeah. It's not good. I think they're like 1-7 or whatever. 2-6, whatever it is.
Now, yeah.
So I was like, once I heard that, I was like, oh, dude, this is like bound to bounce back win. And it's 3-3. It's tough. I mean, you said it though. I mean, they got points. Points in these games will matter at the end of the year. People often forget that. How important it is to force these. These are games that the Rangers are forcing overtime, which is great.
And the standings at the end of the day have nothing to do with wins and losses. It's all points.
It's all point system, yeah. Unless there is a tie, and then they do go to record. But
right, okay, so that would be the only thing.
Yeah. But but
overall record.
Overall record, yeah.
No, head-to-head isn't.
Oh, like a head-to-head record?
Or
no.
Okay, so the tiebreaker would be more wins.
I don't know if where it goes beyond that. Like if the wins are the same. You'd have to look that up.
What's your guess?
Divisional record, maybe? If they are conference record, maybe?
Let's see.
I don't know.
Starts with regulation wins.
Okay.
So it's just wins in regulation, nothing to do with head-to-head. So it's regulation
but then beyond
wins,
that, though.
then regulation and overtime wins, then total wins, which doesn't make any sense. How could it be regulation wins, then regulation and overtime wins?
And then total wins, which is regulation and overtime wins.
And then followed by head-to-head
points.
Head-to-head points. So out of the two teams who had more points in their games?
I guess so.
But basically regulation wins.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've never really heard, honestly, of it going that deep, I guess.
Right, it probably doesn't.
But in any case, I mean, listen, the Rangers, I mean, they've had, like, in my opinion, like a really hard schedule this weekend,
right?
This past week, I mean, you're versing Dallas, you're versing Colorado, you're versing Vegas. I mean, these are the best teams the West have to offer right now. And again, you're coming back late in these games, you're forcing overtime for the most part. You are going toe to toe with these great teams, which is what you like to see. Igor's looking great. You're still without Adam Fox, one of your better defensemen here. And like I said, you're forcing that overtime against Dallas, forcing it against Colorado. I mean, there's a lot to be said there. Obviously, last night, not exactly how you want to draw it up. Because it's like, think you could have closed out
the Avalanche game. Okay, you kind of understand it, even though it's disappointing. This game, I mean, both of the timing, Michael. Going on, brother?
You're good.
But the biggest thing here for me, Tony, is not only you have the lead, you let up an empty net goal with 52 seconds left in the third period, and then on top of that, you only last 8 seconds in overtime before Jack Eichel finds the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but again, I mean, that's
8 seconds. You got to do better than that.
No, you got to do better than that. I mean, like, you could have seen that one coming. I mean, Jack Eichel on the ice, you would think possession comes.
But 8 seconds.
I know you get blown, but I mean, that's 3-on-3 hockey. That's what happens. That's how quick it could be. It doesn't really matter. And it's just like one. like if the puck just goes like in a weird way anywhere, all of a sudden Jack Eichel has some time and space and then it's over, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, especially Jack Eichel. I mean, those are guys you're looking at as like you don't even want them to touch the puck in overtime.
Right.
So yeah, really unfortunate loss. You know, you did kind of, you know, you're on, I guess, the receiving end of what you've been doing for the, you know, for the past, I don't know, couple games, right? Coming back late, whatever. I don't know. I still try and look at these games as a positive. Like I said, these are games where these are teams coming into the game. You know, you're thinking to yourself, wow, this, like the team you're playing is really good. You probably don't even have a chance.
Right.
You know, so obviously, you know, you want the Rangers to button certain things up in overtime. You want them to button things up against, you know, maybe some lesser teams you'll be facing in the near future. I mean, this is it. I mean, you're again, like if I'm going to sit here and start to be positive about some of these overtime losses against good teams, they better follow up with, I don't know who they have next, to be honest. Calgary? Are they going
Blackhawks in
Chicago? All right.
Not
a cakewalk.
Yeah.
But that's a winnable game. That's a game that I'm expecting to win now.
Well, on the road, it feels like it should be, right? I mean, the way we've played on the road.
Yeah. And I mean, again, I mean, this is what the Rangers need to do. I mean, they want to build upon them. Oh, we had the points, overtime. You want to feel good about it. Like, let's follow it up with a win sort of deal, you know? So, I mean, that's what you're kind of looking forward to at this point is just the future ahead, these games. I mean, that's Chicago. We've been high on the picks, the betting, Bedard, Donato.
Screwed me with the shot parlay yesterday.
Really?
Donato.
How many? Two or more? Two.
I think I needed him to have one, and he just didn't.
Really?
But I don't know if Bedard even had the amount of shot. I don't know. It just freaking thing is annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. It's let's see where Chicago. Yep, the 7-1 loss. Bedard had one
instead of two, and then Donato did have one. Oh, so that's what it was. It was Bedard. Otherwise, I think it was like a 5 or 6 leg parlay I would have hit. But really? I don't know.
All on shots? All players with shots?
All shots. Yeah, I don't like points because points are even harder than shots.
Points are harder than shots.
I mean, sure, yes, you could get a point without a shot, but are you going to get an assist? You know, I mean, this isn't, you know, Eric Carlson in his prime with the Senators. You know?
It's not, dude. It's, wow, dude. Ducks. What a dominant victory.
Ducks, what a team.
Leo, 2 goals.
This is a team.
Kreider, 2 assists. Strome, 2 assists.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Alex Killorn. I always forget that.
Imagine
former
the Ducks
Lightning
beating the Avalanche in the Western Conference Finals. That would be nuts.
That would be wild. Frankie V with a goal, too. Jacob Trouba had a goal.
Husso, 19 and 20. Yep. So, going to be interesting. But, yeah, Rangers better get it together in Chicago. Off tonight, off tomorrow. But we do have 5 games
Wednesday.
tonight. Do we have the picks updated?
We do. I think I had a shit Friday. You did pretty well. I'm 77-59. You're 72.
This is like even more of a comeback than the TCA.
Well, it's not gonna happen, so don't worry about it.
But I'm saying I have like been guns a-blazing. Like I was well under 500. Or no? Or yes, no, maybe. Like I know, yes, you're not gonna class this and that.
No, yeah,
See,
no. You were well under 500. Yes, you were.
See, Kev, that's what it's supposed to look like. Josh cracking up somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I think I get first pick though, right?
I think that sounds about right.
And there's 5 games, so 2-2. But yeah, let's strike up the music. A Monday edition of the Frozen Frenzy here. And taking a look at the games. Kind of one of those that's I don't really love anything.
I know, dude.
But I guess, boy, this is like.
Where you going? You Buffalo first? You know what?
No. I'm gonna take the Mammoth at home against the Kings. You know, and I would think Vejmelka buttoned up. And I could see Clayton Keller, 26 points already, running the back of that tight game, under game. But I'm going to say the Mammoth win 3-2. Give me Keller for a point. Give me the Mammoth and the under.
Utah. And the under, you say. All right. Let's try to dial it in here. Like you said, kind of some tough games. I mentioned starting off with Buffalo. It's funny. I was even going to take the Kings on the road, to be honest, but why not take another road team? Give me Buffalo. Why not, dude? I mean, I feel like I've been kind of trying to force their picks into my record here, which may be why I've been losing some. But regardless, Sabres, we're going back-to-back losses, being outscored at 9-3 in those games. I feel like our due. All right, especially after losing 6-2 against the Flames at home, Key Bank. Sabres just having a bad year, to be honest, it seems like. But Alex Tuck, 24 points, leading both these teams, actually, in points at this point. Flames at home aren't phenomenal, 6-4-2. Going to try and bank on that. Alex Lyon, the former Red Wing. Where's John Pollock? Give me a second shutout of the year. Why not? Sabres win this game 3-0. Sabres under. Let's go Buffalo.
All right. So this is like I'm setting myself up for failure, but I will do it anyway. Give me the Maple Leafs. You got the Lightning still playing Johansson in net. Vasilevsky on the short-term IR. Kucherov is banged up.
Figure it out.
Point isn't coming back for 3 games or 3 days, excuse me. Next thing you know, Cujo is going to be getting starts for the Lightning. Anyway, Maple Leafs aren't great, but I think the Lightning right now are just too compromised. A total of 6.5. Johansson kind of batting practice, same percentage under 9. So give me the Maple Leafs. I'm going to say 5-3. So we're going to go Maple Leafs and the over.
All right, just look at the starting goalies here. I'm taking Minnesota. Wow, dude. Yeah. Toronto starting Dennis Heldeby. You got 5 minutes on him?
Huh?
Exactly. I got nothing.
Boy.
Johansson boy, dude.
No wonder the total went up from 5.5 to 6.5.
Maybe 7.5 by the time the puck drops.
9.
Speaking of that, dude, let's take the Wild here. Minnesota, nice and good here. Going to start to get red hot after having back-to-back losses. Calgary, Vancouver, Canada, not doing well, but they go to Seattle. Okay, Kraken are going to be upset that they're even a professional team after this game, 10 p.m. in Seattle. Honestly, I think Joey Decord pulled after 1. Minnesota put up 3, maybe 4 on him in the first 10 minutes. You do have Gustafsson, who's having a pretty solid year, 276 goals against, 905 save percentage. Not as good as Volstat, the backup, who has 4 shutouts, okay, over, what is that, 8, 1, and 2, is however many starts, 11 starts, which is kind of wild. Gustafsson tight gets his 3rd shutout of the season. I know I got back-to-back shutouts in my games here. Gustafsson, I would say 19 saves on 19 shots. It's all Minnesota. Minnesota wins this game 7-0. Give me Minnesota and the over, Brian.
And just like that is your Monday edition of the Frozen Frenzy.
Kind of forgot it was so short.
I know, right?
Kind of tight.
Big slate tomorrow, but let's get the grid up, the music, the diamond. We got some good ones, some low percentages in hand over here.
Oh, so really?
Tony's excited about that.
I do enjoy low percentages, and I also do. That's not working. Oh, here we go. Bang, dude.
And here we go.
Jeff Kent.
Top left, Reggie Sanders.
Cards, Giants. Reggie Sanders. Let's get
Josh
the banner
B's
up.
ears perking.
Reggie Sanders. 9107, Reggie Sanders.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the 1974 player by the same name who have no idea.
Josh B. the grid. Underneath
dude.
Mr. Saunders.
What do you got?
Michael Waka.
I like Michael Waka. 2% for Waka.
Dead Nuts. Craig Kimbrell.
Okay. How much?
3.
Okay.
Bottom left, Scott Rowland.
How much?
2. The bottom left. 6-4. Go ahead.
Okay.
And next to him, Roger Clemens, 3%. Next to him, Mike Trout, 3%.
I mean, we could do Jeff Kent. You think Jeff Kent would be less?
Did he have the 6 WAR?
He has to have. The Hall of Famer, Jeff Kent.
But he could have had a 6 WAR and 29 home runs, you know?
If that happened the same season?
Yeah. Let's see. So, okay, no, you're right. Go Kent. In honor. There you go.
Go,
it's like you
dudes.
knew it. So I had Caminiti for the Padres, and it was 12. I'm kind of thinking Soto. Like, not everybody's going to say it.
Gary Sheffield?
Did he? I don't know what his numbers were with the Padres.
I'd be willing to bet that he had 30 home runs with the Padres, right?
I don't know. Let's see. Yes. All right.
Who'd you have in there, you said?
Well, I had Caminetti, but I was thinking Soto would be lower. But Sheffield would be pretty low, definitely. 2%.
All right.
And let's see, the 30 homer.
Bobby?
The
father?
You could do the father. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's do the father?
Yeah.
3%.
And Will Myers we could have done for Padres.
Josh B did say Sheffield
Donnie
did it,
Hall of Fame
though.
is wild. We'll talk about that in a second, but I don't know if it's that wild, honestly. And maybe I didn't see him play. Maybe that's why, but
Maybe.
we'll talk about that. But the Giants, I just want to get creative and just have a good selection here. I'm just trying to think.
How about who's the fucking guy you like? He's from Connecticut too, isn't he?
Matt Barnes?
No. Finished his career, I believe, with the Mets actually. His last season played for Rajai Davis.
Oh, he played for the Red Sox?
I'm pretty sure. I think the last time we used him, we looked it up, and I'm pretty sure Red Sox were in there. I'm pretty very certain.
Yeah. There you go.
Rajai, dude.
Very good
Norwich. The
18%.
Norwich natives.
He's from Norwich, right by the casino.
Again, I'm pretty sure. We can look at his thing again. New London.
And Josh says he has.
He's from Norwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has good basketball ones with the Knicks, so look out for that.
Put
But
a pin in
first,
those.
We are going to go to the gridiron, the football. So obviously an Eagles, Chargers, and as always for that one, Mekhi Becton.
Eagles, Chargers. %.
And then for the Chargers passing touchdowns, I think Rivers and Herbert are high, so I guess go Dan Fouts. It's 20%, but I don't think there's anybody else for the 20 touchdowns.
For the Commanders.
For the Chargers.
For the Chargers. Who are you going for? What'd you say?
Fouts. Fouts.
Dan Fouts. 20% for Fouts. Went to Oregon.
And then we could do for the Dead Nuts, we could do Kendall Fuller.
Dead Nuts. 3%.
Okay. And I'm trying to think for Washington on the 20 TDs. I'm trying to think if Brunell did it. Yes, Mark Brunell. Washington, yep.
2%.
And then let's see here. So for the Falcons, so I don't. Vic didn't even do it. Shaw didn't do it. Matt Ryan did. But then the guys the last couple of years haven't. I don't know if who is that guy that started? I don't know if Chris Chandler even did it. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yes, Chris Chandler, 8%.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Shout out, saw Corey. Not sure if he's still listening on IG, but looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. Tony DiNapolis, how are you?
That's pretty sick.
So pumped for that. All right, let's see what else we got here. I think Zacchaeus. Let me just make sure, but was on the Eagles and the Commanders, 2%.
Eagles, Commanders.
Yep.
ZECH.
ZACC. Yep. Okay, and then Mariota, but is that high?
Marcus Mariota.
And also there's got to be other ones. I mean, Julio Jones, yes, but is that high? I guess I'm gonna try Mariota. I feel like it's gonna be. What about for? Was that a Sunday night game or Thursday night game? Right? Or no? What game was it where they just kept saying Mariota? It was. I think it was a Sunday night game. Everyone was making fun of Collinsworth.
Oh yeah, it must have been Sunday night then, right?
Yeah. Mariota. Did you remember that?
I don't actually. I remember us talking about it.
Oh yeah, it was the Commanders Broncos
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Chiefs, Chargers,
5%.
Chase, Daniel.
5% for Mariota.
Eagles,
First.
Falcons.
Yeah. and then Chase Daniel is the Chargers.
Chargers
Chiefs. Okay. And now we
24%.
do have Tony Gonzalez. That's going to be too high.
He also said or Dexter McCluster.
What was Daniel?
24%.
Come on, Josh. You couldn't just wait a second. So anxious. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So the Chiefs, Falcons. Other guys. Did more? I think it's Morton Anderson. Actually, I think we've had this one. Let me just check. Oh, yes, Morton Anderson. Just type in Morton because I think
I did type in Morton and it didn't pop up.
Morten.
En.
Come on,
En, dude.
ES. All right, 74. Chase Daniel, how are you? I don't even. How is that even 74? Oh, because Fouts
was 19.
But that's one where there wasn't any other options. But whatever. Josh owes us on the basketball.
How is that 74? How is that not a strike, dude?
And I'm thinking for top left. Let me just make sure on this. Yeah, Sean Marion, The Matrix, one of my favorite players growing up. Ridiculous, and it's Sean with a W. SHAWN.
6% for
but
Sean
one of my
Marion.
favorite players. He would shoot like this in real life, but in the video game, Tony, like this for 3.
Oh, really? That's kind of like how you shoot a little bit.
But like more so.
Exaggerated? Yeah.
Do you remember The Matrix at all?
No.
Josh B will tell you.
I remember more about the movie.
We're going to talk about The Matrix on Friday with Josh. Kev will say, nah, I saw him live.
We do have a full Knicks grid here by Josh B. Top to bottom, he says Trevor Ariza, Austin Rivers, Kevin Knox.
Top to bottom. Oh, for the Knicks. Okay, go ahead. Do it.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. This is the Josh B. Trevor Ariza at the top. 0.7. Josh B's excited about that one. And then Austin Rivers comes in at dead nuts. Okay, let's see. 0.2%, combining for a 0.9 so far, Josh B.
Josh.
And he's rounding it up with the old Kevin Knox.
Nah.
Which is a 2%, totaling a 2.9 for Josh B. And then he also says one block Suns, Shaq.
Gortat is 2. I don't know.
I mean, you know better than I about like who.
Josh B, I don't know. Last time he messed up. Maybe it's my turn.
He did do good in the Knicks, though.
Gortat. We'll go Gortat.
Gore. Tot?
Yeah. Gore, and then T-A-T. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, my God.
Come on, dude.
Who the fuck is that guy? The Polish Hammer.
The Hammer. Let me just see here.
Go Gortat, he said, by the way. So, got the approval.
He agreed.
Give the approval.
Did he give something else? Or no, that was it. And I just want to see, but I'm thinking for the one block from Minnesota. Let me just make sure. No. Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
No.
Shots. All right. We'll hold off on that for a second. Okay, so Pistons and the Heat. Beasley, Malik Beasley, no. Chris Duhon, I don't think so. Ben Wallace, no. I had Heat, Timberwolves, Kevin Love, 20%.
Seems like a lot.
But I guess you could do blocks for the Pistons. Hold on, let me just Rashid. Because Drummond is 12, or you think just go with 12%? It's fine.
Blocks for the Pistons?
Yeah.
Who else you got? Someone back in the day?
Or did Tayshaun Prince do it? Let me make sure Tayshaun Prince didn't do it.
Let's make sure that he did do it. How about that?
Come on. Tayshaun Prince, 10 seconds, go.
Nah.
You don't remember him being part of the new Bad Boys with Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace? No?
I don't know. No, dude. I don't got any of that.
He didn't do it, of course. Beer probably just go Drummond. We're wasting time.
I know. I can't believe it's almost noon.
Blocks, Wolves, Dang. So it's D-I, Tony, E-N-G, before you have a conniption. Gorgie. Okay, so 2 left here. So
Heat Pistons, Alec Burke.
Yes.
Alec Burke.
So Minnesota, I mean, you could do Jimmy Buckets, but it's going to be high. I forgot who was in that deal. Chalmers, no. Joel Anthony, no. Other guys, Mike Miller, I don't think was on Minnesota. Let me just see something here. Okay, so. Oh, but that wasn't a trade. Right. Okay. Let's see. Or I guess I'll try to think of it, but look up Wolves and Heat.
All right, Wolves Heat.
Oh, he says Antoine Walker?
Antoine
Well, let me just make sure. I don't
Walker.
So that, like, it could be, I doubt it. It's probably right.
You doubt Kev? You doubt Kev? Do you doubt Josh B?
No. But let me just make sure.
There's a few names here I'm looking at.
Minnesota and Miami. Yep.
Oh,
Done.
yeah, that's good.
Twan, they used to call him. Went bankrupt, made like $70 million.
What?
Used to play for the Celtics,
What was he doing? Hookers and stuff?
I guess.
Gambling?
I think eating a little bit too. 28%.
Oh, that's it.
All right. So hockey, go.
Hockey, go.
Tommy, where are you?
Could use Tommy. Where's the hockey? There's the hockey.
Tommy, where are you, bud?
Let's get the hockey up here.
No penalty minutes, but 40 goals.
40 goals is tough, dude. All right, let's start easy here. All right, let's go. We were just talking about him. Dead nuts.
Yep.
Getting the shutout tonight for the Sabres. Alex line.
Love it.
Bang. 3%, pretty low. Like
Tage
that.
Thompson, 40 goals.
Tage Thompson, 40 goals for the Sabres.
16.
I couldn't tell you who else had 40 goals for the Sabres, honestly. Tage Thompson. 60%, I like that. Flyers 40 goals, also gonna be tough. I don't think
Jason Robertson for the Stars. I don't know if you know anybody else.
how
Mike
much
Modano?
how much no Mike
39. Go Modano?
Mike Modano.
Yeah. Nice. It
All
was
right,
better.
we'll take it.
Better.
30%. Better.
The Flyers. Did
Better.
Lindros do it? Probably did
Lindros
not.
definitely did it.
Yeah?
Eric? I would have
Eric? Wait, did he play for the Rangers too or no?
yes.
But he was terrible. 53%. Roenick didn't do it.
I may only
Couture, he never was on the Flyers. Didn't we always get confused about that? Logan Couture
Logan Couture, no, it's Sean Couturier
was
was
on the Flyers, but he didn't have 40 goals.
I don't think so. And I don't think Claude Giroux had it either. I don't know for sure.
I can check Giroux.
I
Tommy.
would check Couturier too if you really wanted to.
Tommy, where are you?
Josh B saying, fuck, he says I suck and damn it. Josh B?
Oh, maybe he's just talking about because Walker wasn't high, right?
Cyber Torrent? No, Walker was good, I thought. I don't know, Josh B. I don't know what he's doing, dude.
Maybe because he wants to know the hockey and he doesn't.
Oilers, Sabres.
Couture or Giroux didn't do it.
All right, let's just do Lindros then.
All right.
Right? I mean, I got nothing else. Eric Lindros, 53%. Flyers, Red Wings, we can do another old Ranger.
Cam Talbot, one of your favorites all time.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't it Evander Kane for Sabres and Oilers?
Love that one, Evander Kane.
20. Right, 20.
I got a good one for you here. Flyers, Oilers, Staten Island native, Nicky Vitillo.
There he is. Mr. Vitillo,
Mr.
how are you?
Vitillo. Have a .8. Let's go.
Flyers.
Oh,
I don't know if Corey's behind. He says Briere maybe Flyers, but we're already done with Flyers,
shit,
aren't we?
yeah. It says Briere, how are you? Damn it.
But I know Corey is
Josh, he says I thought Walker was 22%.
I know he's riled.
No.
Tony D's, how are you?
As you should be.
The vodka sauce.
Red Wings Stars. I think Vladislav, I want to say, is
Nemetstikov. That's
another favorite,
Tonyism.
dude.
The Oilers, the Stars.
There's got to be a goalie, probably.
A guy.
John Klingberg, maybe? Did Klingberg play for the Oilers?
Stars.
Who the hell was the
Wait, so you think you want a goalie?
Yeah, Eric Comrie, probably not. Conley was on.
So a guy, I've mentioned him before. He was the goalie for Toronto and Edmonton. He was an all-star for Toronto, then went to Edmonton, wasn't good. It was Toronto like a couple years ago.
He was on Toronto first.
Yeah, and he was an all-star.
Mike Smith? Was Mike Smith on Toronto?
No, and this guy currently is out of the league now, but with Toronto in 2021, he went 31-9.
Which was with Toronto in 21, and
then went to Edmonton for 2 years, and that was it. And he retired at 32 because nobody wanted him.
Is he bald?
No.
Damn it.
When I say the name, you're gonna
Probably.
We used him on another grid.
Goalie.
Yeah. Give you the initials just to see.
I guess.
JC.
Campbell? Jack Campbell?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Come on. No,
Fuck.
you remember having it, right?
Fuck. Yeah. 0.82.
I didn't know
What
he
a
was
good
on Dallas.
score.
127.
All right. Pretty
so
good.
that
All right,
is
yeah,
that
that's it,
there.
that's it, dude. Jack Campbell.
He said, okay, Corey said he delayed on Instagram probably on his end.
Oh yeah, no,
That's probably what
yeah.
happened.
Full show, dude.
But I guess Tony, I'm trying to think, would it be better on your end? Like I'll still talk to him, but
Oh yeah, I'll do Bluetooth.
Yeah,
I totally
yeah.
forgot about this actually. Yeah.
so I know
Um,
Josh Peak is around. So gonna ask your mother's house, what the deal is.
This is
for-
definitely it, right?
for the buffet. Yes. What's on the menu for the VIP tables?
All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So I'll call. You handle the call. Let's just double check here. Bluetooth on. Roadcaster Pro connected. Sweet. Just make sure it works on the Bluetooth before.
It's been 5 years since
Yep.
Cyberpunk.
All right.
It's been
5 years. All right. So let's look up your mom's house restaurant. Here we go. Allow family restaurant. It's open. Kind of interesting. It doesn't like
The number.
I don't think you can call them, to be honest. It just says text, like in Google. Let's go to the website. Maybe one of those things, dude. Menu, reserve, parties, job, order. Like, can I just how about a fucking phone number to contact? See, this is the thing nowadays. Oh, here we go. 516 number.
Yeah. You can now
we
order
dialing?
online.
Located at 2349.
I can see them pulling that.
Yeah, it's not coming through on here. I guess I'll have to.
I just heard it.
No, yeah, this is.
Please visit us online at mothershouseli.com or press 0 at any time to be connected with a team member to order.
Nice. All right.
Thanks for holding. Your call is important to us, and someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Surprised it didn't That's all right.
Oh, I
Gotta
thought
roll
that
the
was someone
speaker.
picking up.
You gotta roll the
Since
speaker.
2011, Your Mother's House has served the community with a wide array of dishes and exceptional service. No matter what you're craving, you'll find something to enjoy on our extensive menu. Each dish made with care and the finest ingredients. Thirsty? Choose from one of our 20 beers on tap, bottled beer, or signature cocktails. Don't forget to ask about our daily lunch and
I
happy
wouldn't
hour
think
specials.
the phone lines were.
And if you'd like-
Yes. I just had a quick question. I was thinking of coming to the ESPN event on Friday and was looking at the VIP table, and I just wanted to know if there was any type of menu for the buffet.
I am not sure yet. I think we're gonna be putting the menu, I believe, by today nighttime or tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. So it'll be posted where you could register. You're saying.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Great. Sounds good. I appreciate the help.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Yep. I guess they're gonna post it, Josh. No, I thought he
I guess
counted
so.
it, but he was still talking about the grid. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
he's
see.
upset.
Obviously, can't wait for Friday. Bab Chicks Riled. Obviously, that's gonna be nuts.
Dude, that's gonna be fucking wild.
Yeah. What a time.
Oh!
What a time it is gonna be. What a show today was. And I guess, yeah. And he says, thanks, Barnes. You're welcome, Josh.
You're a little facetious with that. Thanks, Barnes.
A little bit. Anyway, great show. Really appreciate everybody
Phenomenal
tuned
show.
in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay, and costume the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.